What's up, Rams? Welcome back to yet another edition of Bleacher Beat. Brandon's taken the week off to really take in that World Series finale, so I'm Alex Prast, taking the E out of esports tonight to give you your weekly update on CSU athletics. Going through this week's CSU scheduling update before breaking down what was a heartbreaking end to the 2021 season for Rams soccer. All of this and more on Bleacher Beat, which starts right now. Just like almost every Tuesday, we'll kick things off with a look at where and when the squads here on campus will be in action this week. On what was the days leading up to Halloween, things were kind of a mixed bag, both in terms of how many matchups were here in Fort Collins for CSU fans to attend, as well as the actual game's outcomes. Volleyball grabbed another dub over Air Force earlier in the week, but saw their first loss in a while against New Mexico. And football and soccer saw similar results, taking L's, the visiting Boise State Broncos at home and on the road against Wyoming, respectively. But hey, it's a new month, and it's time to turn the page. Let's look at the always highly anticipated Border War matchup against Wyoming this weekend. After starting out conference play at 2-0, mostly due to playing some below-average teams, the Rams have fallen to 2-2 in the Mountain West, making a shot at a league title, well, basically impossible. Luckily for CSU fans, though, their team heads into Laramie at 1:30 in the afternoon on Saturday to take on a Cowboy squad that has really struggled as of late. They'll look to keep the bronze boot here in Fort Collins for the second straight year and take that dub in what will be the 53rd annual battle for the trophy. Look, I'll leave the game breakdown up to Cam on Thursday, but it's as simple as this. Wyoming lost to teams the Rams absolutely dominated earlier in the year in New Mexico and San Jose State. If they can't take this one against a program that is winless in conference play, man, that seat will get even hotter for Coach Adazio, even if this is an unpredictable rivalry game. And moving right along into some more CSU action, just like the men did on Sunday, Colorado State women's basketball hosts an exhibition matchup of their own, welcoming Chadron State into Moby Arena at 6 in the evening on Wednesday for the squad's first taste of the 2021 to 2022 season. Expect this one to be pretty easy for the Rams, almost like an extended practice. Can McKenna put this squad on her back on the way to a successful year? We'll just have to wait to find out. Oh, how could I forget about volleyball, who are back on campus this week for a doubleheader in Moby, facing off against Nevada on Thursday at 4 in the afternoon, who I might add is, let's just say, winless in conference play at 0-12 and 3-20 overall on the year. Following that match against the Wolfpack, Coach Hilbert's squad battles San Jose State at 1 during the day on Saturday to, once again, play out at the same time as football and give CSU that last tune-up before they take part in some Border War festivities of their own next week. And finally, also make sure to keep an eye on the women's tennis and swim and dive teams, both who play in invitational settings over the next few days. As we get further into fall, let's hope for the sake of CSU faithful that Rams athletics could put in at least a bit better of an effort than they did this past week and finally hit their stride. Now, sprinting ahead into some more action, you might have noticed that there was one team I left out of our scheduling rundown. What squad is that, you might ask? Well, it's CSU Soccer, who entered Mountain West tournament play yesterday as the 5th overall seed, set to face off against an opponent they played less than 2 weeks ago, Utah State. And unfortunately for the Ram fans, the outcome there was more of the same, with Kristen Noonan, Gracie Armstrong, and the rest of this greatly improved Colorado State unit battling hard, but in the end taking another L to USU, 1-0 in the first round of the league tourney, ultimately ending their 2021 season. In this one, while you might take a glance at the final score and think that the Rams were bottled up on offense all afternoon long, they were actually on the attack in this one, finishing with 14 shots when compared to USU's 8. And one more shot on goal than their opponents from Logan, with 5 close to the net. Coach Hempen's squad also managed to generate a crazy amount of corner kicks with 13, a major difference from the Aggies' 3. But as we've seen from the Rams at times this year, while they were the better team out there on the pitch, timely penalties and missed opportunities were the name of the game. Whether it was Gracie Armstrong's blown chance at a clear shot in the 15th minute, or what looked like the game-tying goal by Kennedy Layton near the end of the match that was called for a foul. CSU just could not capitalize on Aggie mistakes, Early on in the second half, Utah State broke the scoreless tie after senior midfielder Ashley Cardozo buried one past freshman keeper Shania Ross in the 45th minute. And with these blunders in mind, that was all they needed to move on to the next round of the Mountain West tournament down at Boise State. Excuse me. That is all the time we have for sports tonight. I'm Alex Prast. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for CTV Geeks, which is where I'll be doing what I know best, geek news. But be sure to keep sticking around. Noah Pasley's up next with all the spice in entertainment. You won't want to miss it.